Good morning. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Friday, the 17th of July, 2026. So we'll start this morning with the usual synoptic. This is lunchtime yesterday. High pressure to the south of Iceland, giving us some slack isobars across the UK, light winds, plenty of sunshine yet again, and a good day's flying, some great soaring. If we run this through midnight last night, there's very little change there into lunchtime today. And you can see the high pressure is still out there. We've got low pressures in Northern Europe, up in Scandinavia. And again, the ice bars across the UK are quite slack. And it's got the prospect of yet another good day. Looking at the sat pick, if we run that through till about 7 o'clock this morning and hold it there, there is a little bit of a top cover out to the north and the east, but to the west, out off into Wales, into the West Country, and down to the south coast, nice and clear. Rain radar, there's nothing worth talking about on the rain radar there. And looking at the rain forecast, if we run that through hour on hour, again, there's nothing in the southern half of England at all, really. We'll take that through till about 8 o'clock tonight, just to give the evening group a chance to see whether they've got perhaps one or two showers coming down into the area by about 8 o'clock tonight. Odium TAF is valid until lunchtime today. We'll just refresh that and see if it's updated. No, it's still it's only up till the 1200. They're forecasting this morning. Let's see now. Variable 3 knots cab OK. That's pretty much it. Very short TAF. Farnborough's TAF, valid up till 3 o'clock this afternoon. Again, they're forecasting 320 degrees, 5 knots, cav OK. Winds aloft to the north of us, 1,000-foot wind, 340 degrees, 5 knots, 2,330 degrees, 5 knots, 5,320 degrees, 15 knots. To the south of us, 1,000-foot winds, variable 5 knots, 2,000-foot wind, 350, knots, and the 5,000-foot wind is 010 degrees, 10 knots. Surface wind here at Lasham at 10 o'clock in the morning is 3 knots northerly. And if we take that through to 6 o'clock this evening, it's a 6 knot northwesterly. The local Met Office forecast for this region concurs with that. By 10 a.m. this morning, by the time we're out there start to fly, it's going to be 2 knots northerly. And as the day goes on, increasing to maybe 4 to 6 knots by the end of the afternoon, and going around northwesterly to westerly by the end of the afternoon and into the evening. Temperature-wise, GFS are forecasting about 28 degrees centigrade at lunchtime today, with the dew point down around about 9. And currently here at Lasham, we have 18.5 degrees centigrade with the dew point down at 13. Camera on the south side looking towards the west shows that we have a northerly flow, perhaps a tiny little bit of east in it at the moment. But we've got clear blue skies and nothing else to report there. Sky sights, point windgram shows the wind being northeasterly to begin with, and by about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, going right to northerly, into the afternoon, round to northwesterly. But what's really interesting here is that the soaring starts quite abruptly at around about 12 o'clock. And it really does go. It's up to about 4,000 feet at the point it kicks off, and then within a couple of hours we could be up to an 8,000 foot cloud base with cumulus and perhaps a bit of a spread out in amongst it, or a bit of layer cloud by the looks of it. But looking at really good strong thermals in the best part of the day with really high cloud bases. So watch out for airspace busts. We don't want anybody going into airspace today. Potential flight distance is looking really good to the west, northwest, and north. Um, so I'm assuming there's going to be quite a few gliders getting airborne off the grid today and making the most of that kind of weather. It's looking really good. Top meteo in terms of thermal tops. At 10 o'clock this morning, we're looking at about 3,000 feet and quite weak thermals. 11 starting to get a bit better. By 12 o'clock, we're looking at somewhere in the region of about 5,000 feet with some decent climbs and some queues starting to show. And as we run that through the afternoon, those heights just get higher and higher. We're up to about 2,400 meters, which is getting on towards about 7,500, 8,000 feet. And that's going to carry on through until it's at about 6 o'clock this evening before it all collapses. NOTAMs, nothing in the kilometres, a few kilometres around Lasham to affect us. However, go a little bit further afield and there's quite a bit to look at. So if you are going cross country today, okay, please exercise due diligence and check NOTAMs on your route. Let's move on then to the local airfield briefing. We'll start with the glider bookings and availability. There's a couple of K21s on 5-day courses. There's one K21 on booked flying, K13 on booked flying today. There's the Duo and SH9 on Merv's SPL to Silver course. There's a K21 on the casual list and a K13 on trial flights. So pretty much all our two-seaters are going to be out today. There is single-seat availability, but it's quite limited. There's one person on the casual list and the simulator is available as per usual. 2XL movements, nothing to report as yet. And onto the airfield ops. General situation is that there's high pressure dominating the North Atlantic, and that includes the UK. There's low pressure in Northern Europe. It's going to be a sunny day with blue thermals initially, then Q early afternoon, and there'll be a light northerly to northwesterly flow. With possible cloud bases of up to 8,000 feet later in the afternoon. So please be ready when the cable or tug arrives. And of course, on the airfield, do not land or taxi aircraft on the disused runways shown here in red. So here's a setup for today. We're going to be on runway 27, winching from 27 grass south, aerotowing from the hard on the main runway. Today's grid, I'm sure there will be one, will be 27 grass north in the usual place with the self-launchers behind on the northern edge against the peritrack. Circuit patterns will be left hand onto 27 grass south, right hand onto 27 grass north. That's pretty much it from me today. It is going to be a great day. Make sure you have lots of fun and please keep it safe.